Okay, let's start with George Friedrich Handel's 12th Concerto Grossi. Looks like St. Mark's Cathedral in Venice, which is where Mom and I are going, actually, on vacation next year in the summer. Okay. If you ever saw the movie The Man in the Iron Mask with Leonardo DiCaprio and Jeremy Irons and Gerard Depardieu, which was a phenomenal movie, you can definitely hear where the composer Nick Glennie Smith got his ideas, right? Oh, okay. That French-style dotted Baroque motif. Okay, let's try this. Alright, so nothing like Handel and trying to work on routers. Okay, so what are we going to do here? Okay, I've got these here. Router configuration. We're going to try this. I love this music. I've always loved this music. Packet Tracer. Yay! I live on Packet Tracer. Alright, hold on, let it load up. Like the Packet Tracer. Okay, we're going to open. I'm going to use one that I got a feeling this is going to be a fugue. Yeah, that's the fugue right here. It comes in with the dotted rhythm, very overture-ish type. I mean, it's not actually an overture because it's an oratorio, but very, da-da, da-da. And then the fugue, right? This is a pretty common motif with Handel. Router config exercise. We're going to open this one. All right. So we've got these here. Now we're going to try to get the router configuration. First thing we want to do is zoom in, make sure the router is on. It looks like it's off. Green light, it's on. Device is still booting. Okay, sorry. That's not anything I've done wrong. That's just my own impatience. Still booting. See it's booting. Guess I'm just excited to start the show because I like this stuff. All right. Okay, we're going to put in here. I'm going to try it. We're going to go to the CLI. Router. Did we name the router? R1. Now I'm trying to think. Enable. Okay, there we did it. We got it. Router. So I think it's config. Okay, good. Yeah, it's config. Hold on, Georgie. Do need that for a minute. Okay, config. What's the first thing I got to do here? I'm going to cheat a bit because we're still kind of learning it. So we're going to go to our router configuration. This is how we learn. One per line. Okay, I guess I was supposed to put okay, router, config T. Host and host name. Okay, so let's try this. Config T. This is my first crack, so we'll Invalid. Okay, config. I don't know what to do here. Okay, host name. But this is how we're learning. I'll put host and host name. All right, we'll try it from there. Incomplete command. Okay, mine showed up a little different than what I saw him do. So, host. Okay, so I'm at an impasse there. I have to go back and look because it looks a little different. N config T, configuration commands. I'm going to X out and try this again. I'm just going to X out without saving it. And then I'm going to try it again the way we saw in the video, because that's how we learn, right? So let's X out. All right, we don't want to save it. Let's go ahead and try this again. All right, so let's try this again. All right, we're going to configure this router. We're good here. CLI, okay. Router. Okay, let's go back to here. Take a look around. Because we're learning and we got to tinker a little bit. It's like troubleshooting, right? Okay, N config T. Let's try N, enable, and config. There's your slow movement, right? There we go. Now that's what we were looking for, right? I didn't know how to go back, but I can try that next time. So we're learning. So enable configuration on a T, I guess that means the terminal. Let's go back over here and see if we can enable this thing. Okay, we're going to do host name. Oh, what do I got? Okay, invalid. What am I doing here? Did I not name my terminals? Well, repetition is the mother of all comprehension. Okay, we're going to have to figure out why that's not working. All right, when all else fails, we Google. My old music professor said if you don't know something, learn how to learn it. Enable, configure terminal, config number. Hostname R1. Oh. Hostname R1. Let's try that. R1, there we go. That's what I was looking for. I wasn't putting it in as complete as I should have. Okay, it secures privilege executive mode here. Secures, we could do this, but I might skip the encryption and just see if I can go straight to this unencrypted. Dumb idea, I know. I wouldn't do this with your software, but just because I'm trying to play around. So I'm going to go ahead and screenshot this. Configure the interface, right? Text. So I'll go ahead and secure the router. So let's go through the steps here. Let me see how much time I have. Access the CLI, enter. No. Enable configure terminal, then it gets us to config. Host name and then the name of the host. All right, it'll give us this, that we can enable will secure the router. That's what we have to do. I'm actually going to skip that state just to get straight to the meat and potatoes, but I promise I'll come back and do that. Configure an interface. Right, and that's what we'll do. Configure the interface. Save the configuration. And we will do that next. We'll do that on the next lesson. Come back and try to configure that here, probably in the next lesson. Yeah, I just got to stop that for the recording.